It's 20 people.
Right
Hi.
now.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
It's me and every member of my family.
The
The
entire
gang.
household.
Yes. It's my birthday.
It's Allison's birthday.
Yay!
Woo!
In the Discord earlier, we had about like 7 people sing me happy birthday. It's very sweet.
Oh,
Like via text?
nice.
No,
No,
like they
like-
called us into like a call.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cute.
One of the
Is that
one of-
recorded somewhere?
yeah.
Oh,
One of
nice.
the people
Oh,
actually
yay.
wrote me a birthday song. And they wrote the lyrics.
How's it go?
Very
It
sweet. Oh, I don't know. I
was-
couldn't hear a
sure?
single word. Could not hear a
Aw.
single word.
That's great.
Anyway, hello
birthday
everybody.
song.
Thank you for joining on my birthday. I think
Uh,
the ideas we're watching.
Earlier today, I had everybody in Discord recommend their favorite Allison sketches, so we have a playlist of those queued up.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, it's adorable. I
And
have
so
cake.
we'll just be hanging out for the next hour, watching some old Door Monster videos, talking to chat some. Although, with 5 of us here, it might get a little bit more crowded than usual. So apologies if we missed your messages. We've
Okay.
got 30 people watching already.
Yeah, normally we chat with chat a little bit more, but there's a lot of people in here. There's a lot going on.
But yeah.
Directback says, hello, just discovered you guys.
Hi.
That's really sweet, and he's already here for my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Man, I make friends fast.
Did you find us through this channel, or
There's
you found
Rustage.
the sketch? Oh, Rustage is here.
Thank you, Rustage.
Wow, hi. Rustage is another YouTuber who's in England and is probably awake at like 2 in the morning.
Every
right now.
time,
nice.
every time we go to England, we must be rescued by some poor, sweet, kind English boy.
This is
Who
true.
rescues us from whatever problem we've run into in England,
I
and
feel like-
Rustage was the one from last time.
I feel like that's literally every movie set in England now.
Yeah. No, it's true. Rustage saved us last time. Okay, so we're watching videos today.
Gannon, everyone is in this room. What are you whining at?
I don't know.
He wants Journey.
It's all here.
Oh,
Well, and the pooper and the kitty cats are hanging out up by the door, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Oh, right. So I'm super unfamiliar with these people other than Kyle and Allison. I should have introduced.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
This is my mom.
hi.
This is my husband.
I'm Kyle.
This is my brother. And this is Kate.
Here.
We just kind of found Kate on the road somewhere, and we were like, you look cold. Do you need a home?
It's just kind of how everybody finds me.
You've seen Thomas in
Just
such places.
kidding, they're in love.
You've seen Thomas in such videos as the one from a few days ago, and also the hobo ones sometimes.
I need
True.
to see the one that was...
And you know Allison's mom from exactly 1 week ago and nothing else.
No, before that, there was the cream cheese incident.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
little tiny cameo in Sky Vault. I'm just saying.
It's true, you did,
Oh
but
my
almost
God,
no
you
one has
did.
seen that.
Oh, you're
so
right!
Thomas is also in Skyfall.
It was my
Your
moment.
face, yeah, there's more of your face in Skyvault than there is either of ours.
Thomas
very
has
true.
a speaking role in Skyfall, but no
That's
one would
good.
know.
Right. That's true.
I know.
Yeah, but we asked Thomas to do that. You were just on set, and we were like, we need a face, and you were like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
No.
That was kind of how that went.
These two are also in the channel art on the new studio channel. If you go to the Door Monster studio, they're the other ones that aren't me, Allison, or Matt in the superhero lineup.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Autumn
Well, we're
says,
in
I don't know any of
disguises,
these
so-
people. I do not watch Door
It's true.
Monster.
Oh, you're missing out.
Somehow Autumn snuck into our Discord, had no idea who anyone was, never watched a single video, and we became good friends, and then
keep
I made
forgetting
him
that.
a moderator without knowing that he had no idea what Door Monster was.
He's here every day.
Okay.
Dave
But he's-
Bob.
That is an unbiased opinion.
There you go.
On your side.
I
What about
agree.
fresh eyes?
He's a good mod. It's just, I would never have guessed. I was asking for mods, and Autumn's like, me, and I'm like, oh, okay, must be interested. And then, like, 2 months later, he's like, I've never seen a single sketch. I don't know how I got here.
I feel like that's every job I've ever gotten. They're like, you seem great. How would you like to, do you like it here? And I'm like, great, I've never been here until today. Like, what do you think of our business? I don't know, I just got here.
Bastards, I'm in.
Sacriel says, the cream cheese incident. I remember that. My mom was like, did you eat the cream cheese? Or the mom. The mom.
The mom.
And Allison was like, no. Okay, but I didn't. I didn't eat the... So since we're all here now...
Oh, no.
But it's
Yes.
something you would do.
It is. No, it was definitely... But it wasn't me that time. Kyle's still looking guilty.
What? Oh, no, yeah. No,
Kyle.
I believe I've said that it very well probably
Oh, do we
was
not
me.
know how the story concludes?
No, we
I
never
don't know
found
what
out.
time this was.
We
It
left
just-
all of chat
yeah.
on the biggest cliffhanger of all time, which was who ate the cream cheese.
If something was eaten, 50% chance it was me.
Right. If something was eaten and not
But if something
confessed,
was
it was
sneaked out when it was put in a place where no one would know where it was, so
Except
that
for maybe
no
Kyle.
one would actually eat it, then it was Allison.
That's
So
See,
yeah. That
my
sounds
mom
right.
was
Are we
making
gonna-
that case most of my life, and it turned out to be my dad. So I have a stance in this against that fact.
We're gonna find
Okay.
the nastiest, moldiest cream cheese
Somewhere.
like, under the fridge at some point.
No.
that's
Azem Akram, I've never actually learned how to say his name, says, I didn't notice her in Skyvault. Was she the receptionist for Blue Flower? No, but she was in that building.
Yeah,
in
you
the
were just
corner,
in the seat, like during
in the
like
seat.
the.
train station.
Yeah, you were an
Yeah.
extra.
She and our director of photography are just like in the corner of the
They're just-
shot. Like,
It
when he
literally
walks
is
in.
like a second and a half.
No,
It
just-
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just flirting in the corner.
It was literally just like we need people in the shot. Somebody go sit down, and then like you and our camera guy run over there.
That's right.
That's true. Let's see. Now Autumn has to defend himself against not watching Door Monster.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Let's start.
Should we watch some sketches?
Let's start.
Yeah.
Go and switch us over to sketch view.
They get to
Is
watch
that
the
just,
sketches
is that?
we watch.
Do I hit this button?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, neat.
Does chat prefer to watch the sketch like normal, like with audio up, or do you just want commentary on it because you can also go watch this on your own, like whenever you want?
It's just commentary. They
That's
all
what I
watched.
figured.
They probably all
But I've
watched
had
this
people
morning when you
complain
told them.
that like we can't. That is true. A lot of people who suggested them probably watched them while they were
Because
suggesting
they were
them.
all, you were like, "What's your favorite Allison sketch?" They watched every single one of them already,
That's true.
and now they're just here for our amazing high IQ commentary. Okay, so what do I do? What do I do?
Seeing
To
lots
make
of
this?
commentary and some both. Commentary
Yeah.
and subtitles. That's a good idea. Let's see
Yeah,
what the
subtitles.
auto
Subtitles are
Oh,
subtitles
they're gonna be
cook up.
great.
Right.
They're gonna work just
That's
fine.
always fun.
It's toasty in here.
This
Feels
is
good.
nice.
I like
Cool
it.
down. Is everybody comfortable? Very good.
Hey,
Say
yeah.
the people in sweaters.
I'm
I
comfortable.
have shorts on, sir.
Yeah, that was the opposite.
Okay, all right. How do I do the sound for this then?
It should be fine. If you hit play, like it's the same volume that our games have been so far.
Oh, okay. So it should
it's
be
playing.
fine. Have you
It's
guys
so loud.
have you
I'm just kidding.
have you seen the Koi Pond video?
I know I've seen
Was this the first one I was in?
Yes.
Yeah, I was really upset about
This
this.
is your first speaking part.
Look at the little skinny Kyle.
I know, he's a baby!
Kyle.
Yeah, I forget that I was. I
Did you have pecs?
I forget how thin I was.
Yes.
I
Pecs.
keep
I
thinking,
know.
keep thinking like I haven't made much progress, and I watch like this
Little
video,
baby
and I'm
arms.
like, oh, I was bone. I was a skeleton man.
We were just little babies. It's just we lived here for like a month before we filmed this. Maybe. I was really mad because this was my bad side back when I was 20 pounds thinner.
I also did this.
It's my bad side.
You don't have a bad
It's my
side.
bad side 3 years ago.
You never had a bad side.
I still have a bad side. This is why I'm over here. This is why you're only seeing this.
See, my best side has become my bad side. It's this side now. The side my hair
switched.
covers. Yeah, it's the side my hair covers now.
I
It
couldn't
doesn't
deal
make
with
any
I
sense.
couldn't deal with that chaos. I wake up every day knowing this is the right
Oh, the
side.
frame cuts off. Can you drag the subtitles like on
Oh.
the video? Can you move them? Oh, you can. Move it up
cool.
top. Move it up to the top.
Oh right.
It's blocking our little frame.
There
is
we
block-
go.
Yeah, there we go. You got it.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, let's see.
Uh-oh. It went right back down to the bottom.
That was rude as
What?
fuck. No,
No.
I'll just move us.
I'll hold it. Oh, it won't work.
No, I'm not trying
You
to
can't hold it there.
Coupon collecting is actually a great idea.
Here, I'm
Where
just
are we
gonna.
gonna go?
We're-
But for people whose
Ooh.
favorite video is koi ponds.
Why? Why did you buy a canoe?
I'm just rearranging this whole thing from scratch. Here we go. Do that, and we'll do that.
Calm down. This is the
Oh right, this is the conspiracy
There we
theory video because
anyway.
wait, but you didn't crop the video the way it was cropped before.
What? Oh. Well, but if it's at the bottom, they can't see the subtitles.
Ah, this is too hard.
I can like have us peeking out or something like that. There's nothing to do. Nothing to
Fine, fine,
Come here.
fine. Let's see. All right. Okay, so nobody wanted to watch that, right?
I always get that one confused with the one where everything you do is video game.
Oh, that's not on here. I think it's next.
Yeah, it's the next
Oh yeah,
one.
it's right here. What does chat say?
That's one of my favorite.
I love that. Yeah, it's one of my favorite
It's
videos.
great.
Okay, here we go.
See, you get in my lap and you don't want it because
No,
it's not good enough.
don't watch
Yes.
this.
Watching Disney.
Don't watch. We don't support Disney.
On the edge.
Here we go.
That's a good movie though.
It was a good movie.
Actually, Actually, you know what? I don't know.
You don't know if it's a good movie?
Oh, no, I don't know if we should not support anything.
Oh.
I don't know.
Why did you do this? Oh.
That's so
This was a great video. You captured my true chaos.
Yes. The opening shot of you knocking the plant pot off is probably the best part of the whole video, honestly.
This video was so hard because I was laughing the entire time. Which part was I laughing at? Which one was the one that I died?
I don't
Was
remember.
it the dropping the pot?
Yeah, you were laughing. You were corpsing a lot during that entire
It was pretty
part.
funny.
Hey, listen.
Classic.
Man, that office. That was the most
Classic.
miserable office I've ever had.
Not our apartment number. That was not our apartment number.
I filmed this and then Allison was like, you can see our apartment number right there. And I was like, well, I guess I gotta go make a new one. So I had to go like swap it out with a
This
different
was a
number.
handy apartment. This is a good apartment. I like this apartment.
It was a good first apartment. It was just very not temperature controlled.
This was a nightmare. I'm holding the pie in.
Yeah.
Walmart pies.
Toilet lady has huge boobs. There's a comment on this video
One of our
that we
favorite
still
comments.
laugh about. It just says toilet lady has huge boobs.
She does, though.
No, it's-
Sorry, Rachel.
The phrasing is important. It was toilet lady does have very huge boobs though, as if responding to something. But no one had asked their
No one
opinion.
asked.
Yeah, it was just there.
You can also full screen the video.
Oh yeah, what am I doing?
I mean, it's a little bit too late now, but
No, you're right. The tackle Levine was what actually happened.
that's true.
Onto
You
a
guys
couch.
just actually like scooted our couch across the room when you did that too.
Gannon's really trying to get to this cake.
Yeah.
You see him
So
trying to
bad.
sneak his way over there.
What?
It's not gonna work.
It's like my face is just falling towards the.
I will eat it instead.
Hey, was there gonna be a sequel to this sketch? What happened to it? Wasn't there gonna be a Race by Video Games 2?
We've
talked
had
about
multiple ideas that could have worked for it. We just haven't gotten to one yet. I feel like there still could be one.
Oh yeah, edgy upturned Kyle video.
Oh, right. This is kind
This
of
was a great
spiritual
video.
successor to Raised by Video Games, actually.
I was very skinny here because I had an ulcer. No.
What is happening?
Hernia.
Here, Kyle?
I was
Great times.
vaguely dressed like a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, do you like it?
I love this one.
Oh,
It's a
your
great
hair
one.
looks great.
Isn't it
I
good?
love it. The side bangs.
I
have
look
my
really
heart.
good in this video. I don't think there's ever been a video that we've been able to film without like an hour of me laughing through one part of it.
Oh, they spelled your name wrong on the caption.
No one in chat's ever spelled my
Why?
name right, so it doesn't matter.
How hard is it?
It's pretty hard.
We picked that name so people wouldn't spell it wrong.
Well, there's like 5 spellings.
Well, yeah, not at the time.
Probably, well, yeah, I was gonna say there weren't when they picked it.
There's a moment where Kyle hits me with a bottle or something, and it took so long to get that shot. Is it after this? Look at all these spellings. See this?
Oh Lord.
There were a few videos that just you and I filmed in this apartment, and it's just like its own special little time capsule of living there.
Yeah.
Where did you even find a weapon like that?
You still
I
have that,
no
don't you?
idea. It's not mine. Kyle's just like,
The
take
gunblade?
this.
Didn't
That
you?
was,
I thought Reed made it.
Yeah, no, he just had it. My
Oh.
brother
He
Reed
just had
that as a kid
Yeah.
and gave it to me at some
You just
point.
kind
and
of
he gave
collect
it away.
them.
That's almost as ridiculous as the gun in Borderlands that shoots swords. It literally
It's just the reverse.
full swords.
Oh yeah, this is. When do you bonk me?
I think right here.
No, it's here. There were so many takes of this. I was laughing so hard. Ursa says I probably spell Allison wrong all the time, but I have an excuse of being dyslexic.
It's really weird. We've had to be careful about this moving forward. I like, my friends and I hit each other and beat up on each other all the time in these videos.
Yeah.
But the more, the closer me and Allison got to being married, the more careful we had to be about me hitting her in the video.
Really?
Yeah, people got weirder and weirder about it. And then in one video, we didn't actually like put together a video. It was one of the weeks where we did a meta video on not making a video, and
Oh, where I
Kyle just
shot you.
outright murders me with a gun. And people were like, I'm uncomfy. I'm just like in the doorway and he shoots me.
Wasn't there the one,
I
the
knew that was
Russian
gonna-
video?
Yeah,
was-
so that
That
was
was
interesting.
so realistic.
That was-
it was
this was
like,
I've seen some worse shit.
There was here, pause it real quick.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna.
So I'm sure I've told the story before. Some people in chat have
Am I
already
in
probably
this
heard
video?
it. Yeah, you are. You're half of this video.
Oh, right.
There's one video where it's just it's mine and Ian's goofy KGB characters, and we have like captured the pizza delivery person and are like roughing them up in the back room or whatever. And Allison was like, I want to do like a makeup effect after you hit me, and so she did that. And then we're in the middle of a take, and I
It's just like a tiny
I mime the
bruise.
hit, and Allison acts out being hit, and then me and Ian both stop and we're like, this is too realistic.
No, so it's
we have
more-
to change this.
It's more than that though. I'm tied to a chair with like my arms
Right.
behind
Yes.
my back.
Yeah.
Right,
Alright,
that's what,
yeah.
like we did a take and we were like,
Gotcha.
I think the one thing I was like, okay, you can't act that well in this scene. You have
Right.
to ham it up. Like you
Yeah.
have to be as
Right.
cartoony as possible, and we have to add like video game smack sound effects to make
Right.
this feel like a cartoon
remember the
still,
shot
or it's not gonna go
because-
well.
Well, and it in my brain, it's visually the exact same from the way that it was shot with us like looking up at Kyle and Ian like above camera, kind of like in an upturned shot. Because I'm sitting there and there's like the camera, and then Kyle and Ian are on our either side, and they're like, okay, boom, and then they do the fake hit, and I turn back, and they're both like,
yeah.
I'm looking at both. You guys have the exact same expression, and then you like look at each other, and it's just silent. And I'm like, I messed this up. I cannot act. Pack my bags. I'm leaving. And they just stare at each other, and they stare at me, and they stare at each other, and they're like, you can't act that well.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
That was too good.
And then Kyle just murders me in cold blood later. So you know.
You just gotta delay. You just gotta smack. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Like
hard.
a bad kung fu movie.
This is also another example of like why I work really well with Ian though, because like I did that, we both looked at each other and we both immediately were on the same page
Yeah.
of like we gotta change this
Yeah.
without even having to say
Hard
anything.
Called
Sacriel
being too
asks,
good at your job, Kyle.
does Allison mean son of Al? Why'd you name me this? Why'd you name me this name?
Well,
Son of Al.
should I talk
On
about
the
the
fifth
things
and
we did
fourth.
not name you?
So then we
Yes, you
should
should.
call me Al.
Because we started with Sapphire. We went through the precious
You're gonna have to
gemstone.
explain to them that you were either the hippiest hippies or just
How many?
mentally ill.
So, at what point in college did you guys decide to experiment with hallucinogens? Was it around the time she was born, or around the time he was born? Because he's older.
I wasn't gonna be named Sapphire.
No, he was.
True.
I
No,
named him.
guy names are
I
easier.
named him when I was
names
16. I knew
easier.
if I ever had a son, his name was going to be Christopher. Of course, I didn't know he was
Yeah.
going to change his name to Thomas. But
We're
anyway,
bringing that up now.
I'm just saying.
How do you not
They're
get
talking
like,
about
immensely hurt by
names.
that?
But
I'm
then,
sorry.
so I was 30 when I had you,
Yeah.
and
And
this
you had
poor
an
child.
acid
So this,
phase?
well, anyway, hang on. This poor child was named Christopher, and there were literally thousands of them, all in his age, in his grade. There were so many
All right.
Christophers,
That's
right?
fair.
And we said, okay, it cannot be a name that is at all common at all. It has to be a name that no one would ever name their kid. Thus, we came to
Backdoor says, wait, Christopher?
Oh no! Does the internet know that Thomas changed his name?
No.
No.
Oh!
Thomas is
This is
sorry.
gonna be like when
Jiggers
I
up.
found
I
out
just
that you
outed
changed
you.
your name and it
Going on the
totally
wiki.
messed with my head.
I'm pretty sure it's on the wiki.
Because I met you as
So what
Thomas.
were some of the other names?
well, then we moved on to Topaz because we realized that Sapphire
little
was a
T.
stripper name, and that
Yeah,
was
big
not
T.
Topher. And so, well, that's
I mean, Topaz
just-
isn't
no,
a
I
stripper
feel like
name,
I
but
haven't met a
Right?
stripper name.
No, it's a very expensive stripper name. It's not a cheap stripper name like Crystal.
actually,
That's
can
a
we
good thing.
can we highlight just another double standard here? There's no accidental stripper names for men. Like,
No,
you can just
there's
throw out
not.
any name and it's fine.
I feel like Justin is kind of.
But I mean, like there are names that you maybe don't want to name them with the times, but there's never been like a series of names that you just don't name
I
men
definitely-
But if
because
you
it's
were
just
gonna
like,
think
Not
of a
really,
male
yeah.
stripper name,
agree.
Justin's
Well,
at
Mike
the top.
obviously.
Jon
is in
Snow.
Oh, my Magic Mike, yeah. What'd you say?
Jon Snow.
That's
Okay,
a
so
horrible stripper name.
Why did you decide on Topaz?
Maybe like John
No.
Paul.
because it's I like Topaz.
I feel
it's
like
a beautiful
that's
no
stone.
very
nickname.
lazy.
And
Toey?
there's well, and that was part of the problem. Is
Toey.
the name has to have a nickname, or
Toey.
else it doesn't
Big
count.
toe.
So,
Pazzy.
Toto.
actually, that is why we eliminated Topaz, because there is no nickname.
I kind of like.
We did
Pazzy.
think Paz, but Paz
Paz.
Oh my
Paz
God.
was
Hey, man.
Paz wasn't gonna work.
I've always wanted
So
to be
after
Jazz from Invader Zim. So.
We also thought about Rose. We went through just quartz.
All the flowers and
we
stones.
went through, and then we moved on to flowers, and we got stuck there. And at our
Camille.
actual our birth training class, we still hadn't picked out a name, and so we had just talked on the way there. We had gotten to the very end of the list, and so we're sitting in the class with the last couple, and they say, "So, what are you going to name your child?" And your dad and I looked at each other, and I said the last name we talked about, which was Xenia, and the whole room went dead
Oh
quiet.
my God. That
you
is-
guys are white. Maybe not Xenia.
I feel like if you had been named any of these things, it would have altered the timeline enough that we wouldn't have met.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's what I really wanted to name her. I wanted to name her Shiloh. I had,
But then
in
the
my
damn
head,
dog.
I was going to name her Shiloh, and every time I brought it up, they brought up that freaking dog and
dog.
said, you may not name your daughter after a dog. I should have just told them to screw themselves, but I didn't.
I could have
Who
been
told you that?
Shiloh,
the dog?
there was a movie about a dog named Shiloh.
That's the only.
It's
context
Shilo.
Do you know how many girls I've met named Shiloh though?
No.
Nobody decided to not name their child that. I promise.
Oh, at least it's
I
a
promise the
cute
person
dog.
lied to you.
It says, isn't he?
No, Shiloh is.
Aw.
Get a tattoo
And that would have been the
dog.
spelling. That would have been the spelling.
Could
That
have been me.
I
That
should
would
have
be cute
just
as shit.
did it, but I didn't.
Just Jen says, I don't know where it went, but it says, I graduated with 10 Jennifers in my class.
Oh yeah, Jennifer was never an option. Yes, that was
You know
all.
what?
That's
the-
also your sister's name.
Nicole was out. Ashley was the number one name. So yeah, all of those were off the table. So
And
eventually,
Bella says, Adolph is one you don't go with anymore.
I feel like that's a little on the
That's
nose.
true. That did kind of.
Kinda close.
Actually,
I think
that's-
we should bring
that's
that
weirdly
back
close
as
to
the
one of
stripper
The
name.
male stripper name.
Yes.
so can I tell them
That
about your
co-
middle name though?
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you since I outed Chris.
Okay, go for it.
So we ended up naming her Allison because it had 3 syllables, it started with an A, and it sounded good with her last name. And we didn't know a single solitary Allison when we named her that. It was really important to her dad that it not be a name that she spent her entire life spelling it. So my name is X, Shiloh, and you spell Shiloh. She didn't want it, that was really important. So that was why we ended up with Allison. And we can nickname her. She's been Al to me.
I'm going to interrupt
since
you
she
with
was
a
a
comment.
baby.
Doug says, I got the most basic name. It's Jordan Lee Carter.
That's a great name. Jordan's an awesome name.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a fucking
least it's
president
not-
name.
At least it's not Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, also that, yeah.
That doesn't sound basic. That sounds like like a president or like a Marvel
Yeah,
hero's
no,
It's
that's
an
alter
epic
ego.
ass name. That's a
name.
historical name
Yeah.
right there.
Autumn suggests Rex.
Rex.
There you go.
Rex.
So here's the thing.
I think
So
for the
male
stripper.
we got
Yeah,
we,
think so.
we decided on Allison, and then we were stuck on the middle name. And after much back and forth and up and downs, I ended up naming her after her father's. So she's got her father's middle name. So her middle name is Keith. It's Allison Keith Devery.
Oh my god.
Did you not know that?
No.
Which I love it, and I hope chat thinks that's cool because it is cool.
Yeah.
She's never actually told anyone her middle name before. I don't know
Well, it's
why.
just like, I didn't think there was anything wrong with it when I was a child, and then I got into like elementary school, and
Yeah.
I was like, what's everyone's middle name? And like every girl was like, I'm Marie, and I'm Laura,
How
and
boring.
I'm Addison, and I'm Lee.
And yes, it's
And-
so
Hey,
boring.
I resent that.
And I was like,
My
I'm
name
Keith.
is Lee.
Keith. It's Allison Keith. And then as you grew up, Keith just like didn't age well as a name.
It's the most unattractive male name.
Isn't it though?
Keith.
Well,
Unless you're in chat, and then it's
That's
not
your
that
character's
bad.
name.
her
in Skyrim.
uncle named her AK, and so her uncle would call her AK-47.
Dan?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
All right.
Before I was even old enough, I stopped being a human and was then changed to a gun.
The other thing is initials are really important. You got to think about
It's true.
initials when you're thinking about the name.
Yeah,
So
'cause you could end up
AKD,
with like ass.
yeah.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah.
be careful. What's your acronym?
KCS. It's good. Doesn't mean
That's a good
anything.
one.
It's just my own thing.
That sounds like some kind of government program. What's yours?
TCSD.
Also good.
I got made
Okay.
fun of
The
because
lips.
people said it sounds like an STD.
Oh.
GCSD.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh.
Do you have two middle names?
Yeah, you can have
Probably,
it.
yeah.
Okay,
Christopher.
Technically, yeah.
What's yours? What's your acronym?
KLW.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
K's and W's are the worst letters to try and sign together.
So, just for the
They
record,
don't look good together.
the name that I grew up with, my last name started with an M. My first name is Beth. Guess what my initials are?
M.
Beth and McDonald equals.
That's just. Am I missing something?
Never mind. Obviously, you didn't grow up with it.
What's your middle name?
BM.
Yes.
Oh,
sorry.
I forget that, like, in the 80s, bullies were just not creative.
I mean, they were, but they were lamer. And then we got into, like, the 90s and 2000s, and, like, people came up with shit for my name. These boots are made for Watkins.
Oh, I
No,
like that.
I know.
That's
I'm in love with that
awesome.
kid now, but when I was 11 and 12 years
Yeah.
old, I fucking hated him.
Y'all wild. No one made fun of me. I was
I
great.
was also super easy to
That
pick
definitely
on
just, like,
because I
went
was
away,
an
like-
angry child.
Like the idea of being bothered by someone changing your name to something else was like a huge deal as a child and just doesn't matter.
I
And
think it's
hasn't
because
for a very long
so
time.
I think there was a shift, right? Because like the
Yeah.
smart kids were bullied by the dumb kids, and then the smart kids became like the top of society, and now the smart kids bully the dumb kids, and so you can't just do like name puns anymore. You gotta like get them where it
Smart kid
hurts.
bullied by
Like,
dumb
haha,
kids
you're
is the
poor.
It's just why as a child is it so hurtful to have somebody change your name to a different
everyone
word that
laughs.
kind of sounds similar?
Oh
even though
my
it's not.
God.
Everyone laughs.
Yeah, I
Even
guess
if it's
so. That's
terrible,
true.
everyone laughs.
Yeah, when I was in
Everybody
grade
thinks it's
school,
hilarious.
so I didn't understand why this was funny, but I've gone by a bunch of different names, but at one point I was going by Elizabeth, and then I decided I was going to go by Liz, which of course immediately
Who's
became
not a Liz?
Lizzie, and
Oh.
then it went
Like
in other,
Lizzie
and then it went
Borden?
in other places. Well, there was the Lizzie Borden stuff, and then there was the
Oh,
Lizzie
no.
Leslie thing, which
Oh, Lizzie, Leslie.
forget,
Wow,
yeah.
that
Clever-
sounds the
clever
same.
bullies.
In high school
well,
in the
there are
70s,
so many ways
so-
to take your name and just turn it into a
Well, and
insult.
being a lesbian
Yeah,
was
I
kind of
remember-
a big deal at the time.
I remember
Being a
when the
lesbian
kids
was
used
something
to-
you made fun of.
We used to point and
Just
laugh and
fucked
go,
up.
Allison, Bob Allison. Well,
Wow.
that was the worst.
Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
My
Ouch.
pride.
Right here.
Backdoor says, wait, is that why Kyle and Allison want their daughter's middle name to be Kyle? No, we didn't take that after my mom. That's actually from my grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would never name anybody Keith. Not a single person. Not even a fictional character.
I love the name Keith. Just saying.
New
It
Englander
hasn't
says,
aged well.
my mom-
Let's just say that.
my mom knew what she wanted to name me for a long time before she even had me. She used to work at a zoo, so there's a penguin with the same name as me. I think it's technically named after me.
That's
What is it?
They didn't say.
Oh.
Their username is New Englander, so maybe it's that.
Probably
Could
not.
be,
But
Penguin
it's,
named New Englander.
either way.
Autumn just said K, which is the.
Oh, right.
We named our Stardew Valley character after the first person who said. I don't remember what they said. I
They
think
just
they
typed
picked
the
the
letter
number.
K.
No, they
And
picked.
so we-
No. It was. We were auto generating, so it was how many times we would click. So the first person who listed the number, we would just pick whatever character that
Oh,
generated. That person was Henry K. So we named the character Henry, and they said, "I hate my name. Don't do that." So we just named her K. And that's how that happened.
Oh, Henry.
Okay.
Interesting.
Should we do the next video?
Yes, let's do it. While I catch up on chat.
We filmed this one at the Gerald house.
Mm-hmm.
50. Time well spent. Oh, hey, MJ.
The caption's gone.
Sorry, I can't wait
Oh
to
yeah,
right
turn
now.
the caption.
Oh, yeah.
Really
I think we exited the page.
Armed guards inside this warehouse.
How have they not actually cast
I
you
love
as
your
a
hair.
Spider-Man yet?
Right?
I don't know. I've been trying to make them, but no one's
Hey,
taking
next
the hint.
time we need this person in a sketch.
It's shooting, they shoot things.
There you go.
What, the Mary Jane?
Yeah,
in the
she got
sketch?
the red hair.
That's true.
Well, we've done this before and
I don't even know where that wig is, so it's over.
This is just a garage. This is just Beth's old garage.
It is.
Just
It's
boxes
great.
that we had
No,
piled
it's a
up.
warehouse. You can tell.
It looked, that's how my garage looked.
I also love this, like, what is this, like, wooden dove we got from
I
Hobby
know.
Lobby, like, that day before we started filming?
So this sketch, my pants don't fit, and they had like the rips all down the inside of like the inseam basically,
Oh, right.
and I have to like crouch and like walk the whole time without camera seeing anything, and then I have to do like a barrel roll backwards.
But you wanted to do that. We were like, it won't be seen, and you were like, I'm gonna do this flip thing. I was like,
It was in the script.
Great. My old suit.
Yeah, sounds super important.
I don't even look like me here.
You don't look like you in most of the videos. That's sort of your thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, people didn't know what you
good
looked
at
like for the first year you were in our videos?
That was good
Because you looked
times.
entirely different every single time.
Then I got lazy.
How can you tell me to not get involved?
Now we do this show we did this show every morning, so now everybody knows what we both look like.
Only up to 40 people.
True.
I could still be very mysterious and aloof to everyone else. We don't know.
I'll get to it in a few minutes. I haven't eaten all day.
Okay, you know what? I've got this. Don't worry about it.
Fun fact, Spider-Man is the easiest thing to green screen because he is only sharp lines and the other two primary colors. So
Also
it's
me. Look, that
incredible.
whole newspaper was about me.
Oh yeah, because it was you as Black Widow and the other one, right?
Yes. No, it was me
Oh, that
with
was
the
another
baby.
video we could have thrown in here. Oh, right, because you're also in that
The
one.
bystander with the baby.
Yeah.
Amazingly, I'm in a lot of videos. Oh, yay!
What?
We just watched the latest episode of this, and I'm really mad that it's coming out so slow.
Most amazing show.
Oh, I love this. Oh,
Full screen.
it's
Oh, look, a
Lola
Skybolt costume.
Kitty.
Oh yeah, that is a Skybolt costume.
Subtitles.
The
Subtitles
small
woman.
hair.
Subtitles.
Oh,
That's all she says.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you trying to say to me?
wow. Now I know where I get it from.
Hereditary.
No, that's too soon.
I miss this
I
hair.
can't stop it.
I like
You
this
remember
hair.
what happened last time.
Like you picked the foam hammer out of all the
Yeah.
weapon piles.
Yeah.
I think we showed it off once. Somebody's kids did a Halloween costume.
Oh, it was
Oh,
so good.
of the Dark One and Lola.
It was
One
so
year.
good.
Like there was like
That's
a
so
black
cool.
morph suit,
Oh.
and the other one was dressed as a cat, and they had like the portal around them.
Lola.
Xavier is in chat. She said, "Thanks everyone for helping me sing that
Oh
song for
yeah,
Allison."
he's the guy that did the song.
Xavier
Oh,
wrote the song,
nice.
got the whole
Yay.
group together. It was very sweet, and it is recorded somewhere. Maybe we could just open it. No, I guess it's like 2 hours long.
Yeah,
so
I
we're
never
recording the
came
whole
through
time. No.
No, it just they took a while to prepare.
Let's see.
It's
Yeah, see, your phone just had to go off, Mom.
I am so sorry. Here, I'll-
It's not even a problem that it went off. It's a problem because my phone goes off every single stream.
yeah.
Oh.
We always give Allison crap about it.
And now they know where it came from.
Sorry.
Did I do this right? Yeah, okay.
Feels good to relax.
This was the first sketch that Matt edited, or
Oh,
more importantly, the first
yeah.
sketch that I didn't edit.
Your skin looks so clear.
You have some issues with that?
Captions.
Alright, no, here.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the captions. I can hear it.
Just like automatically saying.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Seems like they should.
No, that's stuck.
Just don't
Nailed
worry.
that.
Hold on. I got this.
Wait, no, this is escalating into wacky antics, and those lead to sketches, and we're not doing sketches right now.
Look at the
So
little,
I'm
little
just
shaved
gonna go
head.
next door.
I guess you're currently doing that, so.
Salsa.
Yeah, true.
Everybody has
It's not the
Coming back
same.
from
His
it.
little like whoopie-doo in the front is the same.
Yeah,
We are
that's
relaxing
true.
today, and we are staying below budget.
You Thomas and your
What if we
fucking
use
front
the bottles?
whoopies.
Men always get the fun
That is way too
whoopties.
close.
Right?
So unfair.
That's
It's not
the
how-
most
none of
mundane
this is
solution
helpful.
possible.
Call the police.
Way too big.
Call the army.
That's bigger.
Call Batman.
You're
Missed that
escalating.
belt.
Stop
I
escalating.
gotta stop.
Anything we do could cause a punchline now.
Why
I
don't
still
you
have
call
it.
Ricky?
Oh, that'll definitely do it.
I know, but you never wear it.
I haven't had an opportunity to.
Locked.
No.
Okay, there you go. Problem solved. Boringly.
Okay, I'll just get the salsa for Ricky. Ricky, Batman. We have the full costume, but someone spent the budget on chips.
Alright, before we move on to the
That's
next one,
cute.
Mom, I promised you one story. You want to tell one of your stories?
Oh.
Oh,
Look
no.
at her face. You can see it building.
I
You
think
can,
she
you can see it
There are
bubbling.
just
I think
she has better ones about Thomas,
many.
Oh, I'm ready for those.
It's not my birthday.
This is true.
But I feel
I-
like it's a
No,
present
it's-
for her.
No, it's
I feel like it's
What's
it
my
corresponds
rating?
Why are
with
you
her
the one
birthday.
asking for
What?
it?
What's my rating?
Because it's my favorite.
PG-13. What do you mean? On a scale of embarrassment or like...
We're live, I
No.
can't edit it out, whatever it is.
I know. There's just
What do you...
What
do you think I did?
What's happening
I
over
haven't
there?
murdered anybody.
Uh-oh.
He's
Okri is
something.
imagining things.
Yes,
freaking out.
What's he doing?
He's always
He's
looking he's all
attacking
tucked up.
The pillow that the
hair is all-
tree is on. He's
As
not
we all
happy
stare at a
about it.
cat no one can see.
I don't know
pretty
what story to
easy.
tell.
You don't have a story? We can keep going.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we'll
Let me-
keep going.
Let me think about
Yes,
which
yes,
story.
yes. This is my favorite one. Then.
Yes, I also love
Are
this
you
one.
eating?
I can die happy because I accomplished my dreams of growing up and literally playing
I thought that
Scully
was
in
the
a
sketch
sketch.
for a second. I was like, what? I've not seen this one.
Once we run out, you guys can suggest more
Oh, I
sketches
love this
also.
one.
Oh, yes.
Ursa says Allison's mom should be a reoccurring OK World guest to tell stories about Allison.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas' stories are good too. She's got a lot of stories.
I have a lot of stories.
This is such a great video. Also one that took an hour to film just one shot because I was laughing the entire time.
We had so much fun doing this one.
We're not gonna find him.
It's a federal agent.
It's very,
Federal
very
agent.
unappreciated. Most people don't watch this
Also,
one,
you
don't they?
keep throwing your gun around. It's just the best part.
Everything you've ever told me about.
Curriculum Caudicus, commonly known as Macabre.
All the best videos are just painful, actually. It's what usually You
Yes.
were like suffering from horrible allergies
The
by the end of
worst,
this.
the
My back was
worst.
hurting really bad because I had the whole camera rig on the entire time.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You never turn the lights on. What
Fun
about
always hurts.
JP's dad wasn't sleeping because I was standing in his doorway.
True.
mythical beast?
I have reason to believe that the criminal we're chasing is in fact one of these.
But the lighting is so good.
Yeah.
We nailed it. We nailed it.
Always right.
I'm pretty much always right.
Most of our cases are open-ended.
JP somehow never seen X-Files.
I know,
We
he
showed him.
nailed
We
it.
showed him Mulder scenes that day.
Oh, he nails it.
He did.
Yeah.
He really did.
Necessary advantage.
Serene says Ian in that wig though.
Is that a thing? Can we see that?
Maybe you'd be
Is
less
that out
afraid
there?
of the dark.
No, I think he's joking that he doesn't.
Ian.
Yeah,
He said it was Ian.
There's a
JP.
joke that Ian and Ethan get mistaken for each other all the time.
We need to get
Sometimes
Ian a
it's
wig
just-
like that.
I agree. We do need to get Ian a wig like
I
this.
pretty much constantly confused them when I first met them, so I totally get that.
They're literally. It took us until they showed up in a video together for people to be like, "Wait, Ian and Ethan aren't the same person."
Yeah. McCree.
Energy consumption survey. Keeping the lights off when not in use can save
It's okay, they
720
can't
watt
see
hours
it,
and
except for
7.2
butt
cents
and
per day.
ear.
Butt and ear. Best parts of cats.
Mystical alien ghost monster that you make sure you never see enough to be proven wrong.
That's ridiculous. First, I'm never wrong. Second, look around us. You think turning on the light is gonna change something?
Krell says
about
my mom just walked in and asked if I was watching X-Files.
Wait, really?
Nice.
Okay.
His mom is partially
well,
blind,
I
probably.
collection of swords against the wall.
One thing we'd have to keep doing is we had to keep telling JP to flatten out the performance more because he was
Yeah.
putting too much emotion into it.
Right, we were like, do
No
not
emotion.
move your eyebrows.
Right.
No.
I'm having trouble with my
I'm trying to remember why you have eyeliner on.
Because
Kyle.
right before this, we did the pizza video where I was playing evil
Oh,
Kyle
that's
with
right.
the tattoos
That's
and
right.
the evil hat.
That's right.
There's an evil Kyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's an edgy pizza Kyle.
There's a Kyle for all occasions.
There really is. We should sell more
Make those into
plushies.
plushies.
Yeah.
Dude, yes. We should also just do a compilation of different Kyles.
This is
This
just
this
one-
song
like choose
was a
your
great
character,
find
but
too.
really
choose your
was.
Kyle.
What
This
if
is a
this had just
completely free
happened?
song, and I just happened to stumble across
It's
it.
so
It fit
good.
perfectly. This is another interesting thing. People got so mad at me for smoking in this shot.
They really did.
I had a feeling that that might be an issue.
It's
when
not
I first
real.
Saw this. No, of course
JP
not.
just vaped in my face, and then I held a fake cigarette up. Like that's all that happened.
That's true.
I've seen
You wouldn't
people
even
smoke
smoke
cigarettes.
for
It
it.
does not look like that.
Yeah.
Suspect inside the suburban residence. He managed to evade us and
Because pacing-wise, it would have been too hard to make them move locations. So
No,
it's-
That's beautiful.
I nailed this voiceover.
I feel confident that with enough exposure to direct sunlight, he might begin to overcome his own paranoia and
I think we got those glasses just for this too, right?
I don't
Because
remember.
like I
I thought
had
they were
round
Thomas's
glasses,
for a
but we were
second.
like, they're not big enough.
I think so. They
It'd be
were
bigger and
80s enough.
rounder.
Scully?
Mulder? You turned on the lights.
You're the macaque
But he's like,
You didn't have to do that, but you did it.
That last bit was like 3 different rooms too, which is weird. The outside of the door was one room, the inside of JP's door was a different room, and then Allison at the desk was my office back in our old house.
We have an
wow.
extra video?
What?
We have an extra.
Yeah, we have one more. Just to throw this on. If anybody wants to throw out some more suggestions of Allison videos in case we have some extra time and need to fill it. This is just a
I think
behind the
Mom's
scenes video
been
that we'll
brewing
run.
stories in her brain. I can see
True.
it behind her eyes.
This one's easier to talk over. It's not a sketch. It's just behind the scenes.
This was great, though.
Put the subtitles on.
Oh,
for
right.
people. Yeah, chat, go ahead and suggest any more Allison sketches you want to see.
I feel like we did all
might
of
have
them.
missed. Well, we thought
Oh,
of
there's
one that
so
you
many.
were. There's the D&D one with you as a satyr. That's a really good one.
Oh, right. People don't even recognize me in that one. I don't even recognize me in that one.
Black Widow, the Marvel Cops one. That's a
Oh,
good one too.
What's
God.
the
You guys
did
one
a
where
recent
it's a
one that you
video
guys
game
did.
one and you drop down
Oh, Rimworld.
RimWorld?
Yeah.
That's right.
I think that's Kyle's favorite, just because
It's so cute.
It was
I
another
love
one,
it.
like, one of them, okay, so one of the worst things about being on set is doing something and then noticing that everyone is silent. Easily the worst thing. There is no feedback when you do, so you, like, they're like, do
Yeah.
this, and you do something, and you look around and everyone's just kind of staring at you, and you're like, okay, so I fucked that up. Worst thing. If everyone's laughing, it's
True.
fine. If people are like, no, do it this way, then it was like, okay, but when you just do something, so anyway, they were like, jump down and, like, do, like, a growling noise, and I'm like, okay, so I, like, jump and I go, rah!
Ethan edited this one.
Oh. And Kyle and Ian are just kind of looking at me again, the same way before, just staring at me like,
Hey.
no, it was great. It was great. And then Kyle just continuously played that over and over again of me just going, rah.
We were just trying to be threatening and it wasn't working. It was great.
Hurt my feelings. I can be scary. Oh yeah, this is the behind the scenes for X-Files.
Yeah.
It's the progression of that.
Why is this somehow so much louder than the rest of it?
I don't know, it's very loud.
It's like it's really bassy or something, so it's coming through louder.
Oh, you could also do elaborate fantasy checkers. I forgot about that one.
Oh, I forgot about that one too. I
I
forget
don't
that
think
one
you guys have
exists.
seen that- or
There was a
have you-
whole series of ones that I forget happened
Yeah.
because we
Were they
filmed it
all-
during a really weird time.
Yeah. The Civ 5 Scout one. No, that's not me.
No, yeah, that's Rachel and Aaron in that one.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you yet when I did that one.
Oh, a lot of people are mentioning ones. We already did a few of them, like Raised by Video Games.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's one that you guys did recently. The Mafia one? That one's good.
Oh, yeah. I was
And-
so
Yeah.
good in that one.
And
That's-
The Mafia
the
one was
prison
really good.
architect one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
great
also
too.
good.
Oh, yeah.
You're really good at
Top-notch
that.
acting in that one.
Yes.
I deserve an Emmy. Or whatever.
I think
that
realistically
one
that one's probably too long, but
Yeah.
I like every part of the performance so much that I don't really care.
is. Thank you, everyone who's just popping in to wish me a happy birthday.
Yeah, thank
I
you, guys.
appreciate it. Oh, yeah.
Our waiting topper.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Which way are you, Allison?
That's the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Ethan cut all this together for us.
Yeah, he's sweet. Look, we're all here. Look,
Oh,
there's
hey, it's
Kate.
me.
Oh yeah! You have been in a video before.
Wow.
Your brother looks ridiculous with a mustache. Please don't ever let him grow a mustache ever again. It's so bad. Otherwise, he's adorable. But the
Yeah.
mustache, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, he had a mustache period very briefly.
This
He
was such a
stopped,
good
but
time.
it was so terrifying.
Do you ever play The Wolf Among Us? Do you know what that is? That game? It's an old Telltale game.
I've heard of it, but I've never played
If
it.
he grows his beard out, and his hair, he just looks like the main character from that game. It's infuriating because it's so much more handsome than I will ever be in my entire life.
This was technically only like a month before my birthday. So there's that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
true.
look so good.
Yeah.
Look at how cute we are.
The
Kiss
cutest.
and read. We're the best.
That blue jacket.
I love the blue.
Yeah,
No,
jacket.
it looks great.
Oh,
I wish they could see the fact that Thomas and I had matching glitter shoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Yeah, I
that.
forgot about that too.
Someone mentioned Westworld too. That was a good one.
Oh,
Oh, yes,
Westworld,
that's
that's
a
one of my
great one.
favorites.
Okay, we'll do Westworld.
Oh my god, that is one of my favorites.
We'll do Westworld.
Yes.
That is a good one.
Once again, thank you all for being here. To Allison and to Kyle.
Allison
John was
Ricardo.
so drunk when he was recording.
Oh right,
this.
John's filming this. I forgot.
Yeah, and he was absolutely wasted. did his best.
The best part is that he got drunker over the course of the evening, so the footage just gets shakier and shakier
Yeah.
as more goes on.
I hung out with Edwin so much at your guys' wedding. It was so great.
Oh,
It
really?
reminded
Edwin's
me
the
of
best.
lit days. It was so
That's
great.
awesome.
We were always like so awkwardly withdrawn from everything in the back corner of all events, just hanging out, talking shit. It
Go
was
and pull up
great.
the Westworld sketch.
Okay, let's
Yeah, Westworld, definitely.
Alright, Westworld.
I mostly wanted that one for the wedding video because I knew it was in there.
Westworld door monster.
What's your favorite time you were underground?
Meet the Blue Ridge tape.
This is where I have my top-notch southern
good.
accent.
So
Yep,
the-
best one that ever happened.
The main fun fact on this one is that it was freaking freezing. We came back from England
Oh,
to
God,
film
it
the
was
most
so
Texan video
cold.
we've ever made.
It
and
was
somehow
30 degrees.
It was
Yeah.
colder than it was in England that day.
30! I don't even have a full skirt on.
So we were all like shivering, and then we're like, action! Everyone freezes, using all of their willpower.
Suck it in.
Yeah, because I had to be out right, because I was a robot, so
Yeah.
I couldn't move.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they're like lay on the cold ground.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to fall over so many times in a skirt, in the cold. It was awful. Also, Ian's mustache is the reason to watch
The
this.
footage looks good in this one.
What?
Like the shots look really good.
It's
Yeah, this was a
amazing.
great
This is one of my
location.
favorites.
Well, it's not just location. Like are you on camera? You're not on camera. I'm on camera most of the time because you were freezing, so you were
Yeah,
inside.
I couldn't face it.
How did I do this?
Was his nose just like red like that because it was so fucking cold?
Probably.
No.
Yeah.
Or did you do that?
Or it's just
No,
Ian.
Ian's nose is just perpetually extremely red for some reason. I have no
It's
idea.
great.
I've been coloring Ian's nose for the last 2 years, and it is uniquely its own thing. Like, I have to color it specifically.
Take that kind of behavior in my town, son.
He was in the last video.
Oh right, my dad's in there too. I always forget that. Actually, I think that's how this one started. Was I wanted to make my dad a cowboy in a video because he always wanted to be a cowboy.
Xavier
so.
says she has confirmed that she was a robot in this one. Okay, let me take that back. Technically, I said, Kyle, am I the robot? He goes, yeah, probably.
Well, then we all are. That's the punchline.
Well, when we were filming it, I asked, am I the robot in this?
Oh.
And you said, probably. And then I never asked again.
Bullets hurt people or not.
Why did you do that?
Got you first.
I'm okay.
We also came back to the same location for the Red Dead video with Squire,
Do that for a minute.
like a year later.
Who?
I feel like in this video, for whatever reason, is where you can truly tell that my voice cannot get past a certain, like, pitch level. Like, what did you said it wasn't pitch, you said it was something else. The
Like
fact that you-
frequency. Like you
frequency.
can't- yeah.
My tone reaches,
You
or my
get
voice
drowned out.
yeah, it's impossible to hear me over anything else, ever.
You might be dead.
The whole pacing of this one was just really good.
It is good, yeah.
It's-
We're going before we know what they do.
No, this was for the actual person. Really?
Yeah.
You're still gonna call me a robot when you survived 2 rifle shots?
From a fake rifle.
Someone, oh, Xavier said add to the wiki, and I hope he's specifically talking about Ian's nose. Should be its own character.
Robots don't technically die either. Damn it! We were
We should do,
Why did you say something?
Empire State after this one because I want to see it now that somebody brought it up.
Probably because you're a robot. What?
That's one of my favorite cuts in any of our videos. In all 200 videos, that's one of my favorite.
I was trying to fall over to inspire Ian to fall over because Ian is physically incapable of falling, and so I always had to do all the falling shots. Rachel's face is such a mood. But Kyle was like, Allison, you don't actually have to fall over completely. I'm going to cut away before you hit the ground. And I'm like, no, this is for Ian. This is for Ian. I'm going to do this for real, or what's the point? What was the Mafia one? What's that called?
Empire of Sin.
All right. Empire.
It just makes me think of the episode of SpongeBob where they put the hat on Patrick and he just starts falling over and it's literally him in the ground, him in the ground, him in the ground.
Oh,
There's
yes.
no actual falling. It's just
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Eric says, think the what was purple enough, and I have not heard that in a really long time.
That was at the end of the video. or
No!
Now the Hulu virus is catching.
Yeah. This is this is one of the few videos that somehow surpassed the game it was referencing in quality.
His black eye is better than the one I had in the video where Ian and Kyle were mafia people.
Oh, I don't know. That was pretty real.
This one's better, but they were still worried about mine, so oh well.
This would be the perfect opportunity to
just love how
We should just show that video. We keep talking about it. We should show the video.
Yeah,
Show
we'll
the
do that
Russian
next.
video.
Okay.
man.
I can't even. There's too much to say about this video. I can't even commentate on it fast enough.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's so much work went into every shot of this one.
It looks so good though.
The fucking dress, though.
I know. The
Yeah.
big thing is that I look amazing.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Can we talk about that for like 1 second?
If there's anything to take away.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know.
So this was a few months ago. None of us were in the same room.
No.
San Antonio filmed their part separately in a different room, the room that I used to have as my office, so the same wall paint was used in both. And then we each got over-the-shoulder shots on green screens and made it look like we're in the same space the whole
There's
time.
Thomas.
There's Thomas, yeah, I forgot, you were in this too.
Autumn says, "Is this the one where Kyle just got actually drunk?"
Yes, I also did that for this one.
Were you really drunk in
Yeah,
this
you
one?
don't
Sounds
remember?
like fun.
Oh
I
yeah.
just like down 2 glasses of whiskey before we started doing that.
That's right.
That
Just to
sounds
get
like
the energy right.
Yeah, the best way to get into character.
For business.
Rachel is fantastic too, though.
She
Oh, she
really
does.
did kill it.
Yeah.
I think Rachel has surpassed me on putting together costumes. I will let her do it from here on out if she's interested, because she
Yeah?
has nailed every costume
true.
we've ever asked her to pull together. Every single one.
Sounds fair, but in exchange, how about you keep those cups away from my casinos too?
I'd say the same to you, son.
I just sent her the picture of the person, and she picked all that out on her own. Didn't have to ask me. She friggin' nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To business.
This room was such a mess.
You are a cop, sir.
What do you think you are? Nobody wants you.
Go home, your flat will take some money. Go home. Get out of here.
How do you remind me of someone that I've met?
I don't know.
What are your hotels later tonight?
Mind saving me a trip back.
Sure thing, here you
There's a
go.
few videos where I get to go like completely out of character crazy into these people. And
Yeah,
it's always fun
they're always
afterwards.
great.
There's this one, there's like the really early one with the city skylines where I just play a complete douchebag. And it's so weird for like watching myself do it afterwards.
This whole line was a nightmare.
Ryan Johnson says you all look so good in this considering how much is green screen. That's actually the weird thing. Almost
None
none,
of
of it
it's
is
green
green
screened.
screen.
Actually.
I
Yeah.
used other tricks to make us look like we're in the same room. Rachel's
Yeah.
behind, like where you can see Rachel from behind, that's green screen. But that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
This is Kyle's old office in the last house.
Yeah, and then this is where we are now.
Yeah.
You have the exact same shade of paint
Basically,
still?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
There's a drawing of us doing that, and it's my Discord profile
Oh,
picture
yeah.
now.
Yeah, the same guy that did
I
our
gotta
channel
show
art,
it, so
actually.
good.
Oh, nice.
Is there an easy way to pull that up so I can show them the art?
If you know where it is, maybe.
Well, it's gotta be on your.
This isn't green screen. This is entirely, we've shot each of us separately and I had to assemble it into this.
That's true. You can see it on John's foot.
Oh, that's the only place though. That's really good.
Yeah. No, it looks so good. Okay. What is the pizza one?
It's Russian, isn't it called?
All in the delivery.
Oh.
That's what it was.
So we talked about this one a lot, so we might as well just show people.
Yeah.
See, that was the face. That was the face. Like I saw you guys literally almost like that, but on either side of the camera, going no, no, no. All right, here we go, and the couch.
Oh yeah, this is the in Rachel's old apartment right after they moved in. Just use this where all their boxes were shoved.
You guys like their Let's see.
I'm ready to bring these characters back.
Great characters. Ian is very successful Russian. Ian has makeup on his nose for this one. Very close shots for some reason.
The room was really small. I
Oh,
don't
that's
think we had a lot of
right.
options.
You're right.
It was small and filled.
And Bella says, love the KGB skits, maybe too real with the current events.
Actually, I was just thinking like we missed out on all the prime like Russian moments so far.
It would have been too political. People would have been angry.
We already have one written, by the way. We just haven't
That's
been able to film it
true.
yet. It is great.
That's true. Oh, Ricky, thank you. Ricky's here to say
And
happy
Ricky,
birthday.
hi.
Aw.
Wait, you're Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Hi, Ricky.
No one, not gonna answer birthday phone calls, so I gotta embarrass you here. I completely forgot that Ricky called at 2.
Ricky, you're such a dad.
True.
You are stupid. Has to be this way. It's what she deserves. Why is this so important? She insults KGB way of life. We are comrades.
These accents.
Strike fear in the heart of an American spy as team.
They made me. This is what I was looking at in real life.
Where am I?
You have been captured. You did not think you would escape so easy.
I don't understand. I was just delivering a pizza.
Wasted no pineapple.
Literally, I had to. I had my head down, so I would just look up like normal, and they were like, no. They were like, it move every part of your face, so I'm like, where am I? And they're like, yeah, that might work. It still looks like we're beating a woman, though, so I don't know if we're gonna get away with this one. You almost scrapped the whole sketch.
Yeah, no, we
You were
had to
really
talk
worried.
over it. But once I edited it together, like, I think it turned out fine. And it's the end of
Yeah,
the story.
no,
Like, it
it's-
was
it's
obviously we
fine.
released it, so I think like what the cartoony sound effects and Allison's modified performance, I think it was fine.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
in the moment. There was definitely a moment where it was like, yeah, no. This,
Oh, Ian's here, and he's not
Oh,
a
yeah.
mod. He
yeah.
says, oh, hey, that's the one we had to add cartoon noises to keep things too violent.
Let me make him a
We
moderator.
all remember that distinct moment.
What next? Do you want to keep going? It's 8. We can do a little bit more if we
Do
want to.
you have a story?
I have
you
a
thought of a story?
I have
Alright.
so many stories. I'm
All right,
trying to find.
I will give you your story time moment.
Hmm.
No pressure or anything. Oh, I almost clicked on this. It says Allison's birthday, so I was just gonna click on it, but it's us. Like, right now.
Oh.
I was like, wait, there's a video for this already.
I think that's how you wind up in another dimension.
I think you're probably right about that. I think that's probably what does it.
So
definitely one of
I think this story captures.
Better not be about the cartwheels.
Oh, that's such a good.
They are. I think they know the
one.
cartwheel story.
Did I tell them that?
I think I told them that.
Oh, good. I wouldn't tell the.
Maybe you did.
I
tell
may
them.
have that video still.
No,
so-
no.
There's a video? What?
Oh yeah, the video is still.
We're already watching it.
Because I knew one day she'd grow up, and then I needed to have the
It's
video.
on VHS.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, it's digital.
Oh, it's digital?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
No, it's in a shareable format.
And now she's
Kyle
an
could
internet
probably
celebrity.
edit it.
That ammo grew stronger than you ever thought it would.
Internet celebrity.
There you go. All right, so I think this kind of captures.
It says tell the cartwheel story.
I will be happy to tell the cartwheel
Do the story you have in mind.
No, let's do the cartwheel story.
You can tell you can tell
Too
the
late
cartwheel
now.
one next. Tell
Okay.
your current story, because
All
I have
right.
no idea what it's gonna be.
All right, so I will say this about Allison. She was a challenge to raise.
I
She
was a
That's
delight.
a super nice way
I
of
was a
saying
delight.
She
females are the
tested
worst.
every bit of parenting skills that could possibly be tested.
I was easy.
And
feel this
it became evident very, very early on. So we are parents who don't do corporal punishment. So there was no spankings in our house because we didn't need to do that. And timeouts were the form of discipline that we used when the kids were really small.
Definitely worked.
We had a little timeout chair. It was, one of these little plastic chairs, and if you were misbehaving, then you went and sat in the timeout chair, and you stayed there until you figured out, like, what you needed to do to behave. So Allison was probably... Al was probably 3 or 4. Now, I have to explain.
I don't know what
Allison
this story
was
is.
obsessed with The Little Mermaid.
Oh,
Obsessed.
no.
We had the DVD back when there was DVDs. No, not DVDs. VHS tapes.
Oh, no.
And she would watch it over and over again, and to the point where when she was here's little Allison in front of the TV. The Little Mermaid is on. She is transfixed in a world of her own.
I still do
And
this.
she is mouthing all of the words to the entire thing. She knows every bit of dialogue, and she knows every bit of the songs.
Right, it wasn't the songs. It was
The whole thing. It was, it was everyone talking. She did their lines. The whole time, her lips are moving while she's watching. She was obsessed with it.
I don't remember
And
this.
so she watched it every single day. And so she did something. I think she wouldn't clean her room. I can't remember what it was. There was something that she would not do. And like I said, she was a challenge to get to behave sometimes. And so I said, Allison, you need to go clean your room. And she just was like, no. I said, young lady, you need to go clean your room. Go pick up your toys. You need to go do that now. If you don't do that, I'm going to put you in the timeout chair. And she looked at me, and she looked at the chair, and she just sauntered over to it and plopped her butt down. Like, okay. And I thought, I see, we're going to play that game. So I pulled out the big guns and I said, go get me the Little Mermaid. If you don't go clean your room, I'm going to take your Little Mermaid tape away, and you are not going to be able to watch the Little Mermaid tape for 1 whole week. If you don't go clean your room. And she looked at me, and her eyes narrowed, and she was like reading my soul. And
You're bluffing.
And she walked over, and she pulled the Little Mermaid tape off of the bookshelf, and she brought it over to me, and she said, here. And that was the last straw I had. I had nothing else. Once she took that away, I was like, I have nothing else to get her.
Take it.
Kyle, what are your thoughts on this?
Care.
She hasn't changed. Her whole life she's been like that. There's been...
Wow. We didn't beat her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I sauntered over and plopped my nice little ass down in that chair, my mom would smack me upside the head. She'd be like, yeah? How about I beat you to death?
I can't criticize that at all. If I hadn't raised that, maybe I would have been better at telling ADT security salesmen to leave my house.
She just refused to be...
My whole thought is I haven't changed at all, because Kyle will occasionally also ask me to clean my room, and I'm like, I will take the punishment of not doing it instead.
Yeah.
Fight me. What do you think? You think I've changed?
I'm willing to deal with it. Just
No.
You haven't changed.
All right, give him...
I have the one thing that will convince you to do things, which is that if I convince you that I'm unhappy, you will then do anything.
That's true. But I'm on to you, because I know that not cleaning isn't that bad. So...
No, you just know that I'll do it, no matter,
That's
at
true.
the end of the day.
And that makes me sad, because he cleans all sad, and there's nothing worse than watching somebody sad clean, because I didn't do it.
See, and
that's what you should have
To
done.
be sad. He just does it, and I'm like, God damn it, why'd you do it? Now I feel like shit.
I was going to live in this filth forever.
You
All right.
have to do it.
So can I tell the cartwheel
You
story?
can tell fucking
the cartwheel story! This is so great. Oh my God. Allison was 7, 8? I think she was 7 or 8.
Old. I was too
She
old.
was in grade school, and she came to us and she said, I want to be in the school talent show.
This is the worst story.
And I
of
was
my
like,
life.
well, that's
did the same
great.
thing.
You
We
want to
really
be in a
should-
talent
we
show.
should play the video. I mean, not today. Like at some, we should unlock it. It should be it should be a reward for something.
Okay.
It's the worst video I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's priceless. So she decides she wants to be in the talent show. Well, she can sing beautifully.
It's
So
that story.
there are all these things that she can do beautifully. We were like, great, what are you going to do? She goes, I'm going to do acrobatics. And we were surprised because she had never taken any kind of tumbling classes, and she had no idea how to do it. And we were like, well, what are you exactly going to do? Oh, I'm going to do cartwheels.
Full acrobatics.
And I
was
said,
ready.
I said, do you know how to do cartwheels? Yes, Mom, I know how to do cartwheels. And I know exactly what I'm going to wear and how I'm going to do it. And she picked out her song.
I did
and she
know.
had this whole thing like planned. And I
knew
said,
how to do cartwheels.
And I said,
The first 3 were
do you want to practice?
I can do cartwheels right now.
Before the
No,
talent
I fucking
show?
got
Do you want to
this.
like go through the routine a couple of times? Because 4 minutes is the song was Baha Men, Best Days of Our Lives. And
Oh my God, you're right.
yeah, and the song is like 3.5 minutes long. And I was like, we should, but you know, what did I know? I'm only
Why
the mom.
didn't I plan any of this?
We tried so hard. Her dad and I both. We kept saying, Allison, you should practice. You should try. You should do a dress rehearsal. She's like, no, I know what I'm doing, and I've got this covered. And so we were like, okay. And so here we are. It is now the talent show. We are sitting in the audience, proud parents, and they put
Not even a good
they
Baha Men
start the
song.
Baha Men song, and Allison comes out. She's absolutely freaking adorable. She's
Yeah.
wearing
I
this
sauntered.
black leotard with
glitter.
with glitter and a skirt and black tights and these cute shoes, and her hair looks cute as a button. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so she sits there with her arms on her hips, and then the music starts, and then she starts doing cartwheel, 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 and she gets to the end of the stage, and then she goes cartwheel, 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 back.
I can't.
And
I
so
can't with this one.
she does this over and over. At first, the audience is like, "Oh," and then they're like,
Is she gonna do anything else?
and then she starts, and then the song she gets tired, and so suddenly the cartwheels, instead of her feet going up in there, she's just kind of hopping, and she's going slower and slower. And meanwhile, the parents in the audience are all like, "Whose kid is that? God, whose parents let her do that? This is." And it's getting awkward.
This is like a modern art
Oh,
performance.
it's painful. You can, and then people start like laughing and talking amongst themselves.
I didn't notice that.
Yes, no, she had no idea because she was sweating so bad
I
up there.
thought I did amazing. I didn't know I did anything wrong until I was at least 16. When my mom was like, "Well, what about the cartwheel story?" And I was like, "The what?" And then you told the event, and I was like, "It's so different in my head." I went out there.
This is how she ended it. So literally, at one point, she does this like, now her feet are barely like, they're just barely coming off the ground, just a little boof.
Doing a little like
And then-
on all fours.
And then she just stands up. She just stands up and she looks this way and looks that way, and then she just walks off the stage. And the song is still playing, and they don't know what to do because the song is she coming back on. And everyone's looking at like, is she done?
No.
Because she did a lot of cartwheels. Not great cartwheels, but she was, she gave it the girl.
Such a terrible story. In my mind, I looked cute. I went on stage. I did the best cartwheels I've ever done. Like 20 in a row. I went the whole time like an actual gymnast would have, till I wore myself out, and then I went, "I'm done." And I walked off stage, and then everyone loved it.
I'm pretty sure no one
didn't-
ever taught her how to do a cartwheel.
I taught myself how to do a cartwheel.
Yes.
I knew I was good.
Yes.
I
She would
literally-
not let us
I
help
didn't
her.
know this was an embarrassing thing until I was literally in high school, and my mom was like, "Do you remember the cartwheels?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was great." She was like, "Oh no,
Oh,
you
God.
weren't."
I was laughing so hard. I had tears pouring down my face. Oh my God. It
Ian
was
is
hilarious.
such a good hype man. This is the best story. You're my hero.
I will scare up the video because it is exactly as I'm describing.
It really is so much worse than you're describing, actually. Watching it happen is easily the cringiest thing I think I've ever watched. This story's like kind of funny, but then watching just a child like on all fours like hop after like 2 minutes of trying to cartwheel to the worst song that made no sense to do 50 cartwheels to.
Why did you pick
Is that from? It was from Shrek.
It's from Shrek.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was in Shrek.
it's actually a great song, but
It wasn't.
we don't know why she picked that song. She was very clear though what song it was going to be, what she was going to do, what she was going to wear.
This is why
she had it all planned in her head, and there was no talking to her about it.
Why do I have problems with authority? I feel like this is the beginning stage of it.
It started before this.
I really thought I nailed that. I told people growing up that I nailed that talent show. I didn't know it was
You
bad.
probably totally
talent
did. Though.
shows
I
have
didn't-
winners,
I need
right?
to see this video.
I
So
wanted my
bad.
heart. I really truly had no idea.
Yeah, I know. And
That
we
it was
told her
bad.
she was beautiful and wonderful,
You guys
and
were
we
so
had flowers
You
for
were
her
in
afterwards.
elementary school. People can chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
You were
You haven't
in a
seen
talent
it.
show.
You haven't
have,
seen it.
But you had the balls to be in the talent show.
You
When
should
she
have
does the
seen
little
it.
hopping thing at the end, and
I mean,
people
really,
started
it doesn't matter
laughing.
how
It
sad
was.
is. At least you didn't.
I
Try
didn't
to
hear it.
sing.
No,
I
she
couldn't
didn't.
hear the laughing.
She didn't hear it.
Oh, I did that a different year. Did that
Oh,
a different year. It's
but
fine.
you're good at singing though.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
at least you weren't, 8 years old trying to sing Mulan songs because there was a girl in my grade that did that.
Was it you?
No, I did. I did Jim Carrey impressions, and apparently they were good because people talked to me about it at parties.
That's
When
amazing.
we were like 18 and 19 years old, there were people that I was in elementary school with
In
literally
elementary school, you
flagged,
did Jim Carrey
flagged me
impressions?
down at parties, and they were like, "Oh my God, do you remember when you were in the talent show in the 3rd grade? And you did fucking Jim Carrey impressions? They were so good." I was like, "Why do you remember that?"
I can tell that Kate's and I's story started in different places, but it was always gonna come together.
We were the same person.
We were always destined to.
Oh my God. What
going on
happened?
back there?
That's spooky.
Yeah, that was interesting.
As soon
just
as
a
I
normal.
start talking about fate, God was like, okay, everybody, I feel like that was plenty of me tonight. I'm so sick of myself.
I have more stories.
You don't have more stories. She's all out of stories.
No more story.
What one other, don't tell the story, but which story are you thinking of? The one time that I'm curious. It's that next one you got loaded up.
Oh, probably the pancake story with the hot pan.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Alright, thanks everybody for tuning in. Kyle, we done with the stream?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys so much for being here on my birthday. This was a really great birthday, actually. Mid-COVID's probably the highlight of the entire COVID time, was this birthday, so thanks
It's
guys
hard to make 'em work.
for
We
showing
love
up.
you.
Happy birthday.
It was super sweet, and thanks Xavier if you're still here for the song. It was really
Yeah.
nice, and everyone who joined.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Ricky, thanks for the phone call that I didn't answer. And we'll figure out what could possibly happen. Maybe at the end of season 3 we can release the cartwheel video.
We could do maybe make it like a subscriber bonus goal or something. Like
Yeah.
once we hit,
I'm gonna
like,
have to
That would be
find it.
amazing.
I think we have 1,000 right now.
I've got
on
it
this one.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember you showed Max, so it's not gone forever.
No, I've got it somewhere.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye. That's starting here.